Hi and welcome to the latest video newsletter. Here we go. Right then, I want to talk to you about coaching, training, instructing, all that sort of jazz first of all. So, let me be a little bit more specific about what I consider these things to be. Now, people are called a karate instructor, sensei, blah, 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 sifu, you name it, all sorts of names. Well, to me, an instructor is somebody who instructs. Do this, do that, go and do this, go and do that. A trainer is somebody who's telling somebody to train. Go and do 20 of them, go and do 10 of them. Go, time for some push-ups, time for this, time for that. A coach is somebody who's teaching. This is why we do it like this. This is where I want you to feel your weight distribution. These are the muscles that you're using. This is how you transfer your weight from here to here. And this is why you do that. This is why the arms are aligned this way. This is why your structural alignment is done like that. This is where your balance is. This is where your force is. This is where your power is. If you go past this point, you lose power. If you're before that point, the power's like that, and so on and so forth. So you've got trainers, which if you look in the boxing world, for example, most of the boxing trainers, they're doing BS pad work, telling everybody how great they are. So right now, go and hit some rounds on the bag and do a bit of skipping, do some shadows. See you later. Instructors are what we know in the martial arts world, the vast majority. And if you're upset by this, by the way, tough. All right? If you're I'm the instructor, I don't. Shut up. If you're one of these people, you should be upset with yourself. Listen up. Most instructors, they know a little bit and they might be able to correct you a little bit and stuff like that. But how many of you have seen where your arms out, I don't want to stretch you too far because the camera, but your arms out straight and they go like that. What a load of codswallop. And that's considered to be instruction. And I've been and trained with so many masters, grandmasters, and they're having you doing gakuzuki gags from horse riding or kibudachi, whatever you want to call it. And they're like that, they go like that. And you leave it there, they come back and move it back where they moved it from in the first place. It's not instruction, just being pedantic BS rubbish. A coach, on the other hand, is somebody who's given you the principles as to how and why things work. And when he shows you something, it's your turn to train it, drill it, learn it, apply it in different types of drills, different types of paired up work, into proper pad work, bag work, sparring, and eventually the fight. That's coaching, where they're checking everything that you're doing, making either major or minor adjustments all the way through, so that the coach is able to, 1, analyze what you're doing, 2, spot any adjustments that need to be made, and there's always going to be some, advise of those adjustments, teach those adjustments, then monitor that you, let's say as the student, you as the student are utilizing those adjustments, putting them into practice, then able to make them work, and thereby increasing your skills. So that's the difference between a trainer who just do this, do that, an instructor who's got a little bit of knowledge, but not deep, and a coach who should have a massively deep and thorough understanding of the subject matter. And not only that, they should be able to take a very, very complex subject and make it very, very simple to understand. It should be easy to understand, easy to replicate, and easy to apply. Now, we all know that under stress of somebody coming at you trying to smack you one, it's nowhere near easy to apply as it is in the gym, the dojo, the dojan, whatever. Of course, that's taken as read. But once you understand the principles upon which everything is based, and you train those correctly, you'll have much more chance of success. Much more chance. And you will progress at a far quicker rate than any other method. Far quicker rate. You look at most martial arts schools and you see a class of people doing basics or doing a kata pattern form. And 9 times out of 10, you could put one person in there and a load of mirrors, because everybody's trying to look exactly the same. That is not true martial arts. That's not true karate or true boxing or kickboxing or whatever. It shouldn't all look the same. The principles will be the same, but you won't look the same. We're all a different build. We've all got different attributes. We've all got different favourite ways of doing things or different favourite techniques or whatever. It's completely different for every person. And this is where true coaching comes in. Because coaching is individual. Instructing can be group. Instructing can be online. Instructing can be by DVD, digital download. And much can be learnt from that. If the student has quite a good understanding of what they're trying to achieve and what they really want to learn, and maybe a good understanding of how they should do it, but they just need that little bit of help, that little watch here, that little look there. But true coaching is a personal one-to-one sort of environment, or one to a couple. But it can't be a big group. You can't possibly coach a big group properly. You can instruct a big group and wander around and help a few people. Of course you can. But that's a superficial level of coaching, if you like. That's just higher level instruction. True coaching is very, very personal. Okay, so that's my thoughts on training, instructing, and coaching, and the differences between them as I see it. And that's my way of looking at it. Yours may well be different, but that's the way I look at it, and that's the way I put it out there. Okay, so I had a lot of questions about that. Another question I've had about is Kata Bunkai. We recently had a promotion on Kata Bunkai. Now, so many people, because there's so much crap out there when it comes to kata, so many people have just got no idea. They just, it must be another load of old rubbish, block, kick, punch, and this guy's coming, then this guy, then that guy. No. The Kata Bunkai that I teach is what you would use in a real fight. I mean a real fight. Not dojo crap, not some 1-step, 2-step, 3-step, 5-step sparring rubbish. I mean a fight. Any old fight. And the way I teach Kata Bunkai, Oyo, whatever you want to call it, the way I teach it is to understand the principles and shapes that are there. Just to give you a very, very simple, quick and easy example of what I mean. If you've got this lock on the floor, see the arms up like that, isn't it? So it's that shape. Well, that shape is there from here, isn't it? Think about it. If you can do that lock on the floor, imagine I'm laying down, that's on the floor. Can you do it stood up? Could you do it against the wall? Could that shape be here? So it's still the same shape. Your arms are either bent or straight. Not much else they can be. If it's down here, it's that shape. If it's up here, it's that shape. If it's straight out, it's straight. All of these principles start to come into a line when you start to understand kata. The same. Your arm is your leg is your arm. All these things I keep saying, once you understand the principles, you can understand how a wrist could be an ankle, how an elbow is like a knee, how a shoulder is like a hip, and so on and so forth. That's true understanding of kata, not, oh, you performed it nice, that was a good ki. That's a load of old cobblers. That's just aesthetic. And that's what so many instructors are into, the aesthetics of kata rather than the meat and potatoes of using it in a real fight. Gone is real fighting. It's block, 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 block him, turn around, block him, block him, block him, block him, block him. What, they attack you one at a time from different angles, just waiting for you, do they? Not the movies. That'll be on you. It's a real fight. It can be used in a real fight if you understand the principles. And that's what I teach. Simple as that. The next question I've been asked about is boxing. Why boxing? What's that got to do with my karate, kung fu, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, whatever? It's got everything to do with it. Listen up, right? Boxing is the original martial art. Cavemen were smacking each other in the mouth. Right? They weren't doing fancy, over the top, this, that and the other, were they? They weren't going a double leg, bar, 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 come round to juji. No, smack, wallet, hit you. It's the most natural thing ever. Throwing punches, swinging wild. A true boxer understands distance, timing, angulation, how to punch hard. They use the punches coming at them. And you can take the principles of boxing, and as a national boxing coach for Cambodia, I know what I'm talking about. You could take the principles of boxing and apply it to your martial art and massively increase the effectiveness. I prove it time and time again. Anybody who's ever trained with me will tell you it's been proven every single time. And it's very quickly proven and amazingly quickly added to what you do to make it more effective. Anyway, that's the video newsletter over and done with. If there's anything else you want to know about, drop me a line, reply to this, whatever you want, and we'll get it on the next one. Anyway, catch you next time. Bye-bye.